Hello Facebook. Hi friends. Alright, whoop. Got a little bit of light there. Okay. Just give it a minute or two. I'm going to make sure we're in the right spot. Always like to make sure I'm actually posting in the right place. Okay. Are we live? There we are. Okay. Hi friends, good to see you. My name is Tracy Allen. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I'm here today to talk to you about some of our upcoming classes and kits that we offer. And I'm super excited because I've got some really neat stuff happening in February. And the month is almost half over, can you believe it? And with Valentine's coming up, we've just got a lot of really neat things. So just noticing my hair is quite a hot mess today. So I'm going to tilt the camera down and walk you through some of the really fun things coming up in the month of February and for March as well. Just give me just 1 second. There we are. All right. So I want to start by showing you some really fun kits that we have going. In fact, I'll scoot that out of the way. So every month I have a card class at the beginning of the month. And during that card class, you get a kit. So usually it has 4 to 5 cards in it. And it has everything you need to create those cards. So this is what our kits look like. As you can see, they come with step-by-step color directions. So you can see a picture of everything. It's dated for you. And when you open it up, I'll open this one up here. And we do these live in person or to go. So when you open it up, you see you've got all your color directions here. I also include all the supplies that we use. That way you have a supply list. So if there are things you want, or things you need, you can always pick those up. So you can see what color inks we used and some of the supplies that we used. And then you can see we have lots of directions this month because we made a ton of really fun cards. So for February's card kit includes everything you need to make 5 cards and a gift box. So I wanted to show you that today since we do have some card kits still available. Now the great thing about card kits is they're free. That's right, they don't cost you anything. So they are free with a $25 purchase. That's it. You make a $25 purchase, you get these for free, the kit for free. You do need to use our host code, so I will give that to you as well, so you can have that information. But I always get super excited to be able to share that with you because I think some people just don't realize that they can get the kit even in the mail. You don't have to be present to get it. And I know I have a lot of customers all over the US who just aren't able to come to classes. So I want to make sure you know about our card kits every month. And this is something you can get every month too. So this month we featured Valentine cards. However, you can turn these into any kind of card you want. I really tried to leave them a little bit generic so they can just be like a thinking of you card or a love card or maybe an anniversary card. So it didn't necessarily have to be something that was Valentine's. We did use the Lots of Hearts stamp set and dies, and then the Snailed It stamp set and dies. Everything is pre-die cut for you, so I'll show you that in just a sec here. So you don't have to worry about die cutting anything. Hi friends, if you are watching this live, make sure you say hi, say hello, let me know you're online to get you entered into our monthly drawing. If you are catching the replay, excellent, nice to see you. Just say hello, and that way I know you're here. So, you'll get everything you need to make your cards, and I try and package it all together so it's really easy, so everything is kind of in one spot. And you can see it even includes the envelopes. So as I'm pulling all of the pieces out here, you can see they are all pre-cut, pre-die cut for you, pre-scored, and ready to assemble. All you do is follow the directions, stamp, and assemble. Now it does not include the stamps. You can purchase those separate, and because you're going to make a $25 purchase to get this for free, that's a great way to do it. You can purchase the stamp set, or maybe the inks. However, most of the time I make these so that the stamps, you can use your own stamps as well. You don't have to use mine. So a lot of times I'm just going to use sentiment stamps, or maybe some generic heart stamps, or something like that, so that you can use your own stamps too. So that's part of our card kit. So these were the cards that we made this month, and I just love them. So this is gorgeous. This is using some of our new foils. We also did a fun fold card, so lots of fun with that snail mail set. And like I said, it doesn't have to be Valentine-y. It really can be just a little hello. In fact, the little card in the front here says hello. So that's a nice one to send somebody when you're thinking about them. The other thing that we made was we made a 3x3 acetate box, and we decorated the front of that. So you'll have everything you need to decorate that. And on the inside are 3 note cards. So you'll get all 3 note cards and envelopes for these cards, and everything you need to make them. So super, super cute. And again, that all comes in our monthly card kit, and that is free with a $25 purchase as long as you use the host code. So our host code is this number right here. It's this SKTVFQQR. And when you enter your order, there'll be a place on your order that says host code. I'm also going to put the link right here in this video, so you don't even need to worry about the host code. You can just click on the link and it'll automatically add the host code for you, which is awesome. So $25 purchase, and you will get this kit from me for free. I'm going to set that one aside. I was super excited to show you that. We had a lot of fun making it. Now, we always make our card kit the first Saturday of every month, so if that's something you're interested in, please let me know. We'd love to have you join us. We also have a couple Valentine kits left. So this was from our Valentine card class. Again, this comes with everything you need to make 10 Valentine note cards. And I realize Valentine's is 2 days away, but these are also good for just thank yous, hellos, thinking of you. They don't necessarily have to be Valentine. They are going to have hearts on them. But like I said, everything is already pre-cut, pre-scored, and ready to go. These kits are $20. They are not the free with purchase. These kits have a ton of product in them. So you're getting all kinds of product. You're getting ribbon and embellishments, you're getting Stampin' dimensionals, and you're getting an entire kit of our sweet little Valentine cards as well. On top of that, you're also getting the color directions to create all 10 of your cards. So please let me know if you're interested. I only have 2 more of those kits available, and I would love to get them in your hands if you would like one. Hi, Marianne. Oh, I just love it. That little snail kit has been so much fun. I've been playing with that snail mail. See how cute they are? I love the little stamps. I did get the postage stamp punch too to go with it because they were just so darling. All right. So next I wanted to show you one of the project kits we have. It's probably one of my favorites. Actually, it's not a project kit. It's a product medley. I always forget the names. But this one is called the Flowering Cactus. And we're going to be doing this in class together on February 20th, or you can order this to go. And this is a Stamp-A-Stack class. So with this class, we're going to be using all the supplies here to make 20 cards full-size cards and envelopes, the A2 size. And every participant is gonna get half a pack of the designer series paper, half a pack of the embellishments, and half of all of the ribbons or the twine that goes with it. So I wanted to show you this kit because it is awesome. Now the product medley itself is $70. So that seems like a lot, but you get a lot with it. So if you order the whole product medley, you're gonna get the stamp set, which is this awesome Flowering Cactus stamp set. I love it. So you have your cacti, you have your flowers, you've got your little bit of bloomed flowers. I'll have to figure out what I'm using those for. I feel like there's some background here you can use. And then you've got tons of sentiments. So hope your birthday is filled with beautiful things. Life can get kind of prickly. Happy looks good on you. I'm always here for you. You are a rare find, my dear friend. And I love how our friendship has grown. So I love the sentiments in this stamp set. Now this stamp set is only available in this product medley. You cannot purchase it separate. So if you want it, you're gonna have to purchase it with the full set. Now if you're coming to class, you're gonna use my stamp set, so you don't need to worry about having your own stamp set. The other thing that you get with this product medley is you're gonna get all the dies. So the coordinating dies are called Flowering Cactus dies. And inside, you'll see, these are super fun. They're textured. And so the neat thing is you can create some really fun backgrounds with these dies because you're gonna have this kind of textured die that you can use on top of anything else you cut out. You can use it as your background. So that one's a ton of fun. And it just looks like, you know, it looks like the little needles. You've got one cactus here that is going to cut all the way out and emboss. So it's also going to emboss with those needle marks in it. And then you've got some outline dies. So these are going to coordinate with your stamps. And I'm going to show you in just a minute how they coordinate with your paper too, which is awesome. And then you've got this little die here. And this little die is kind of hard to see. Put him back on the background so you can see him. But he actually cuts out almost like little, I mean, they're kind of starish shapes, but they're not. They're meant to be like the little prickly part of your cactus. They're meant to be the little spines of the cactus. But when you cut them out, it looks so cool on background paper. So I'm going to show you really quick in the catalog how they did it, and then we're going to play with it a little bit here tonight too. So you can see in the catalog how they've cut it out of the paper, and then when they close up the paper, it just looks like almost part of the background. And then these are the little pieces that get cut out. So those are really fun to like layer on top of your cactus that you've already cut out. Just super cute. So lots of fun stuff in this stamp set. In this product medley. Okay, so that's the stamps and dies. But then you get this whole bag of other stuff. So we're gonna look through this bag of other stuff. The first thing you'll notice is you get a ton of paper. This is a full 6x6 paper pack. It's 48 sheets of double-sided paper. And they are gorgeous. This is probably, well, I mean, I love the stamps, but I think the paper is really what sold me because it's beautiful. So you get 6 different designs. So the first design is just kind of this cactus with this beautiful flower. The colors here are, I believe that's a mossy meadow, mint macaron. You have a little bit of pear pizzazz in there, so a couple different greens. That's calypso coral. Just really pretty colors. And then on the other side you can see it's just the stitching. So it's kind of this is the perfect paper to like cut a little cactus out of, or maybe stamp on one of our cacti. Great background paper too, because that's going to match really nice. Now you're going to get a whole bunch of these papers, which I love. So these probably aren't going to be your backgrounds, but I'll show you in just a minute how they coordinate. And then on the back of that, you're going to have those greens again too, which makes really beautiful background paper. Let's set those aside here. Again, you've got the greens and mint, just really pretty paper. And then you've got these beautiful cacti. Aren't those cool? I love these colors. I love these flowers. That's the Highland Heather, just a really pretty paper. Now you have the purple flowers. You've got a little bit of the green here in the background. And then you've got these cactus, these saguaros. I love these. So I live in Chandler, Arizona, for those of you who maybe are joining who don't know. And so I'm surrounded by cactus. My husband and I, when we first moved here, it wasn't long after we had plugged in with a church and we were doing some service projects. And one of our service projects was to replant some cactus from where they had taken it out to build more freeway. And so we were transplanting them, which was very entertaining until I sat on one of the cactus. I turned around to get something and was bending over to try and plant my cactus and ended up sitting on another cactus. It does not feel good to sit on a cactus, but we still visit our cactus. We name them Jim and Bob. So we go up and see them. They're getting bigger, but of course, you know, cactus take a very long time to grow. Hi, Jen. So this paper too, again, you're going to get the beautiful cactus with the flowers, and then you've got some great background paper. I love the backgrounds on this one. They're going to make such great cards. And then, oof, that color is so pretty. That Calypso Coral. And then the little spines there on the background. All right, so I want to show you this paper and show you how awesome it is. I love when Stampin' Up! Does this. So we are going to take our dies, and I'm going to show you how they match up perfectly with this paper. So we're going to take our little die here. We can take, I haven't tried this with the flower dies. Let's see if it works with our flowers. I don't think I'm going to be able to do it with the flowers. I can definitely see how they would match up. Maybe. Oh, there it is. Look at that. Figures, you know they think of everything. And then they have the separate flower ones here as well. So my guess is you could probably take, yep, match those up. Here's some littler ones. Those are going to match up. And now you're able to cut out all of these impressions from the paper. So how cool is that? No fussy cutting. I am not a fussy cutter. So I'm not one who likes to get my scissors out. I like to get my dies out and cut it out with my dies. So I was really excited to see that you can cut this all out with your dies. I'm wondering if this, you knew it. This one goes with this. So you can cut your flowers out and they're gonna go perfect there. So super fun. You can cut out all of your flowers and all of your cactus right off this paper. So I love that. We're gonna play with that in just a little bit because I think that's gonna make for an awesome card. So the paper is fantastic, but you get more. It doesn't stop. So you get 2 different types of embellishments. So you're going to get 2 things of this twine. And this reminds me of our natural twine. I'm thinking it's the same. And then you've got this gorgeous Calypso Coral. So pretty. I love these colors. Let me see. Does it say what color? Yeah, Calypso Coral and Natural. So the Natural is going to be really similar to, let's see, I've got a larger one up here. Yeah, it looks almost the exact same as our other Natural that you can buy in the larger pack. And then you've got the Calypso Coral, But you can't beat that. It's just so pretty. I love that color. That's probably one of my favorite Stampin' Up! Colors. I hope they never retire it. I'd be really sad. Then you get this whole packet, and it's so random. You're like, what is this? It is felt, but it is felt that has been stitched. And so, I'm going to try and get close up on here. And then I'll pull some, oh, I got some fuzzies on there. And then I'll pull some of them apart so you can see. So they've actually gone and sewn on this felt, which I think looks really cool. So the back is not going to look as cool, but definitely the top is. And then when you punch them out, you're going to get, wow, hopefully you can see. Get a piece of paper here. You can see you'll get that little flower that we've just punched out of there. And they're all different sizes. So there's some bigger ones. You can get some larger size. There's some that are just have a little stitching in the middle, so they don't have a lot of stitching like these two around the whole thing. And then you've got some flowers that are just like almost the half blossoms, like almost tulipy. So those are there as well, and you get those in this full stitched as well. So these are super cute. I can't wait to start adding them. It's going to give some texture and dimension to your card, or whatever project you're working on. Like, I think this would be great for three-dimensional projects as well, because it's really going to pop out. So you get 4 of those in the coral, and then you get 4 of those in the Highland Heather too. And it looks like they're the same. Yep, you're going to get the same type of flowers. So stinking cute. I love those. And that's the product medley. So that's the Flowering Cactus Product Medley. Now, if you're coming to class on the 20th, or if you would like to order the kit to go, what you can expect to get is half a refill pack. So you're going to get half of the paper, which is still a ton. You're getting 24 sheets of paper. You're going to get half of the embellishments. So you're going to get 2 sheets each of your felt embellishments, and then you're going to get half a roll of each of the colored twine. And then you'll also get your card bases, your envelopes, everything you need to make your card. And we'll make those together in class, or you can make those from the directions. Now, if you are ordering the kit, the Stamp Stack to go, there is going to be some stamping. We're going to be using the sentiments from this stamp set. So you may want to upgrade and order the full kit from me along with your class kit. If you do that, obviously we've got celebration going on, so there's going to be some rewards you can get with that too, since the cost of the kit is $70. Or of the cost of the whole product medley is $70. Plus there'll be a kit fee. But you also don't need it. So you know me, I like to make my card kits so that you can use any sentiments you want. I will have everything pre-die cut for you, so you don't have to worry about having your sheet here. I will have already pre-cut these out for you, and so you'll be ready to go. So if you want, you can order the kit. It's $35. And like I said, you're going to get way more stuff than you need to make those 20 cards. You'll have lots of extras. I always make sure we have lots of extras because, let's face it, it's nice to have extra stuff, right? So I'm going to pull my die cut machine out. This is the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. And we're going to go ahead and run it through with this paper and die cut some of these awesome shapes out. I'm just super excited about this. Being able to die cut all these shapes in one fell swoop, I hope. Alright. So I'm just pulling our emboss machine out. I have it backwards. Oh, I need to be able to reach the handle. So when I do this, I'm just going to pull my plates off, such a nice machine because it really is so easy. You are going to need your big machine for this. You can use your little one. All these dies will fit in the mini. However, your paper won't fit in the mini, so you'll have to cut your paper up, which is what I'm trying to avoid here today. I'm trying to avoid cutting, any type of fussy cutting. So you will have to cut your own, kind of cut it up a little bit before you run it through the mini, but it'll still work with the mini really well too. All right, I'm gonna flip these so we can cut out some of these flowers. Now, if you're worried about them moving when you put your plates down, one of the things you can do to prevent them from moving is to use some sort of sticky adhesive. I like to use just a Post-it note, or sometimes I'll use purple tape, or Post-it tape always works really nice too. Oh, I love how they have the little indents for all the little spiny cacti. So you can get all the little cactus here as you're cutting it out. All right, see if I can get this flower to line up. Perfect. All right, I'm gonna try and get one of these little flowers in here too. Maybe one of the little purple ones. We'll see how this comes out when we run it through. Hopefully able to get everything. All right, let's set that one aside. Just gently lay my plate on without wiggling it so everything stays where I put it. And you can hear, oh, it's so nice and quiet when you run it through. My old machine used to squeak every single turn I would make. It would squeak, so I love this new machine. Now you can go lots faster than I go. Just wanted to be able to show it to you. So we've got that all cut, and you can see, look at that. It makes the perfect die cut. I love it. And people will think you like stamped it and worked really hard and made this amazing thing. Nope, you just die cut it. It was already perfect. Woo. Oh, we got this little cactus here. He's so cute. I love these colors too. These are beautiful. We've got our flowers. I probably could have lined up our flowers just a little bit better, but I think they're all right. Oh, yeah, I flipped that one up. I definitely could have lined that one up better. I can fussy cut that out later. All right, I'm gonna put these away before I lose them. That is the problem with having lots of dies, is they're easy to lose. But they are really neat. So if this is a set you are interested in, absolutely, I would completely recommend it. I think this is going to be a lot of fun to stamp with and play with. See what I can create and build with it. I'm looking forward to it. Especially all these little die pieces that go in here that you can kind of start building stuff with. All right, so set that to the side. And we're going to use our die cut pieces to make a card today. So I'm going to set the rest of those papers out of the way. And grab a card base. I'm going to use some Highland Heather for our card base. I think I've already got a card base cut out here. Yep. It's ready to go. Grab my paper trimmer. And we're going to trim some of this gorgeous paper down. So I've already cut and scored my card base. This is 8.5 by 5.5, and then we're just going to fold it in half, and we'll score that. You know I'm never going to be able to find my bone folder in this mess, right? There it is. Hey, look at there, I found it. Sometimes I just get too much stuff out because I want to show you everything, and then I end up making a hot mess of everything. There we go. I just love these colors together too. All right, we need some of this awesome paper. Some of that gorgeous green. Looks so pretty on the background. Actually, oh, it's so hard though. I'll be honest. I love them all, and so I don't want to cut anything. Do you have paper like that where you're like, I just don't want to cut it because it's so pretty? I might just use the same paper that we're using for our background over here. I just think that's gorgeous. So I'm going to cut this to 4 by 5 1/4, just so I can have a little bit of the purple showing, and then we're going to use a lot of the purple flowers to kind of accent it here. So using my paper trimmer, I'm going to cut that down to 4. By 5 1/4. And that's going to give me just enough room to be able to have a nice edge on there. So we're not going to go too fancy today. Just going to kind of make a layered card. I could layer some white underneath here too. That would really step it up a notch as well. Kind of brighten it up a little bit. But I feel like we're good. Oh, see, the back is so pretty too. Ugh, I hate that. Now I'm going to put glue on it. That's okay. That's why I have a whole bunch of this gorgeous paper. And I love that you can buy the refill kit. So even if you aren't interested in the stamp set, or you know you're coming to class and so you're going to use mine, you can always buy an extra refill kit and use that to make these gorgeous cards with too. Especially if you are just in love with the paper like I am. Because really, I love the paper. I wish they would sell this by itself. Do you guys like the cactus one too? I just think it's so good. Alright, we're going to layer this up with some cacti that we just cut out. They're so cute. I think I'm going to need to give it some white though. So, let's cut a piece of our basic white cardstock. Our basic white is our new white cardstock. If you compare it to the Whisper white, it's just a little bit brighter. I personally like it. I think it matches all of our papers really well. So I'm going to cut that down, and I'm going to go just kind of a nice square in the middle here. So as I cut down, I'm always cutting down by 1/4 inches. So I cut an extra 1/4 inch to get this. So I'm actually going to go a full inch from where we cut so that I can get a smaller one, but I want the dimensions to stay the same. So when you're subtracting or when you're thinking about dimensions, you always kind of want to go like a 1/4 inch at a time or an inch at a time. So this started as a 5 1/2 by 4 1/4. So I'm going to cut this to 3 1/4. It was 4 1/4 and cut 3 1/4. And because it started at 5 1/2, I'm going to cut to 4 1/2. And that way my dimensions will all be equal. So when I put it on here, it's going to have an equal distance. Now I think that's too big, because I just want a little bit of room to put my sentiment in the top. So I'm going to cut down a 1/2 inch. 1/2 inch on each side. Just a 1/2 inch. To get it a little bit smaller. You know, sometimes we just don't know what we want it to look like until we get it on the paper. Oh yeah, that's much better. And then I can stack my little cactus up there and give it a little sentiment before I decorate it. Alright, I'm going to grab our Highland Heather and our stamp set. And gosh, we have so many good sentiments here. I love how our friendship has grown. You are a rare find, my dear friend. I think that's the one I'm going to use. You are a rare find, my dear friend. And these are polymer stamps. So as you get them, you'll notice they're clear, which is really nice as you're going to lay them on. Anytime you have a clear polymer stamp set, they're just really easy to work with. They're going to stick nicely to your blocks. Shouldn't have any problem sticking to your block. They're also going to be really nice because you're going to be able to see exactly where you want to stamp that. So I'm going to stamp that toward the top in our Highland Heather. I have to double check and make sure it's going the right direction though, because I have been known to stamp the sentiment the wrong direction before. I don't know about you guys. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm the only one who does crazy stuff like that. Alright, and with our ink pads, they are nice and juicy when you get them. You don't need to press very hard. I'm not even hardly pressing down. I'm just using gravity and just tap, tap, tap. I usually tap 3 times, make sure there's enough ink on there, and then I stamp with it. So I'm going to stamp that right here in the center. And remember, if you don't love it, you can always flip it over and do it again. It's okay. Set those aside so I don't get any ink on myself. Do I want to flower that up, or do I want to just use some of our twine? I think I'm just going to use a little bit of this awesome natural twine. And I'm going to wrap that and give it a little bow just to give it a little bit more dimension. And when I do this with, these are nice because they're small, so they're kind of out of the way as I am trying to tie my bow. Except I did it backwards, so now I'm going to tie a bow backwards, but I'll make it work. And I can kind of squish them apart up here. There we go. And then I can cut it off afterwards, so I don't have to worry about cutting it at the same time. Ooh, that's not going to work. Alright, the trick with tying a nice tight bow is either to have fingers that move really quickly or to use some reversible tweezers. So I'm going to pull my reverse tweezers out. These are not a Stampin' Up! Product, unfortunately. Look for them on Amazon, but they're great because they hold everything in place for you. And then I can get a nice tight bow. And I do want it to be a big chunky bow, not anything dainty. We've got big old cactus on here. It doesn't have to be dainty. Alright, and then I'm just going to pull that out, tighten my bow up again, make sure it's what I want. You can always fix your bow to tighten it up by putting adhesive on the back side. I'm going to leave long hanging pieces here. I'm going to kind of separate these a little because I want them to look like 2 different pieces. There we go. Alrighty. So there's our bow. And we've got our sentiment down. I'm going to go ahead and this is going to go in the center of my card. And I'm going to put Stampin' Dimensionals on it because I like it to pop up. So I use a lot of dimensionals on my cards. I just love this set. I love, love, love it. You don't need a ton of dimensionals, just a few. All right. Just put that right in the center. And then we'll stack our cactus on it. Cacti. Cacti? Cactuses? I never know how to say that right. I live here. I should know how to say that. I live in the land of cacti. I'm pretty sure it's cacti. However, I think anybody who says it any way they want will still be understood. So if you say cactuses, I know what you mean. More than one. More than one cactus. Alright. Aren't those cute? I love them. And we're going to use dimensionals to pop those up here at the bottom too. And then we're going to add some of our flowers to them. So I'm going to grab dimensionals. And you just got to be careful because wherever you put the dimensionals, where it's going to stick, And this is going to kind of hang off the edge a little bit of the white. So you don't necessarily need to have it on the edges of your cactus. I'm going to put that one on top of there. There we go. Stick him down. So cute. And this one I'm only really using the purple, the Highland Heather, and then the greens. But I certainly could have brought in the Calypso Coral as well. Hey. It's running away from me. There we go. And then I'm going to add my cute little stitched, my little stitched purple shapes here. And you can get some really small ones. I feel like this needs some small ones. It's kind of a daintier. Ooh, look how tiny they get. So you've got these little tiny ones at the very end here. I'm going to snip that off. Got a little bit of extra hanging off of it. Okay. So you've got these little tiny ones too. So as you're trying to get it on your smaller cactus, you have some tinier shapes that you can add to your cactus here. So I think this cacti is going to get a big one and a little one. And then we'll give this cacti kind of a bigger one and a little one too, with the different flowers. Alright, the best way I think to hold these on is to one of two ways. A glue dot is going to be really good for the felt. So you can definitely whip out your mini glue dots. Those are going to help it stick. Or a liquid glue. It's really hard to get felt to stick with, well, maybe the Plus. Maybe our Seal Plus would do a good job with that too. Just kind of depends. They don't always, the felt doesn't always cooperate. Just doesn't. So, just gonna adhere that. Yeah, that works perfect. You might need to help it along too with your glue dots. There we go. And we're done. We've got our little felt pieces on here. So, super cute kit to play with. Again, this is a product medley. So this is going to include everything you need that coordinates. It's not going to include adhesive. It's not like our kits that come with kind of everything you need to finish a project. It's not really a project kit. It's really a medley of a product medley. It's the idea is that all of this stuff coordinates together so you can use it to create anything, really. You can create three-dimensional projects, you can create scrapbook pages with it. You can create all kinds of fun stuff with this medley. And it just, there's no end. I guess the only end is your imagination with what you can do with it. So, play with it, see what you think, see what you like. It's going to make some really cute cards. And I can't wait to play with it some more. If you are interested in coming to class or you would like our kit to go, I'll put the link in this video as well. Or you can just PM me or look under events and you'll see on our Facebook page our events are listed there as well. Thank you, friends. Have a wonderful evening. It was nice to hang out with you tonight and be able to show you this new product medley in the mini catalog from Stampin' Up. Have a great night.